Why you said it like? Why you said it like that?
I'm gonna say it this time. We live, baby. Yeah.
Girl, shut up.
No, I get to say it this time.
All right, there we go.
Let me send out the link.
Link to your
Before
mom's.
I gotta. Yeah, before I have to beat you.
Hey, just go back into the relationship. That was a whack ass story.
What?
That
How?
was
Why
just,
was it whack?
it was too many layers. Like it should have stopped when I started telling my story.
First of all, Ken, you're not the only one on this podcast. Thank you.
You are correct. We got 5 in here. Ooh, we back going.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but Ken's computer, obviously, he's not keeping
Bruh,
up to date with his updates.
I moved my phone one place. That's how I know I need to get a new one. One place. I sat my phone on the computer, and this what happened.
Welcome back, Julie. Thank you for coming back.
Welcome back, welcome back. Y'all know nothing about that. Welcome back, Carter.
Shut up. I know the Mace song. Hold on, I'm gonna go get me my Snuggie because I am cold.
Oh, this one here, the second go round good.
You still don't know how to smoke.
Who all up in this thing? We back, y'all. We back. We back. Hey, I wanna make a statement about Dwayne's Riley statement about showing women they have the upper hand. That was a line from The Color Purple.
It was a line from The Color Purple. Yeah, okay. Well, guess what? My name ain't Sealy, okay?
When I saw Miss Millie in the store, I know there's a God. I know there's a God.
Ah, that's much better. I was getting a little chilly. Got my AC really low. Hold on, my mama texting me.
I don't know how to tag people. That motherfucker say I'm back petted, brother. Yeah, it was from The Color Purple.
Tell him don't be talking like that.
Maybe you should
sensitive times.
maybe you should have said that before. It's like you should have said like The Color Purple. Can I say something about this hookah when I was choking earlier?
No.
No, let me tell you what happened. So I had ice water in the bottom because I heard that makes it do whiter smoke. And so when we were sitting there waiting, I was like building up for it. The whole bottom was full of white smoke. So that was like straight Like blowing yourself a charge. Like anybody blowing themselves charges anymore? We got 10 viewers right now. We good. We back. We back. We back. I don't know why I said it like that. But
Me too.
true.
I'm still sad.
Hey mom. No, it was a line from The Color Purple, guys. It was a line from The Color Purple. I want to say Mr. said at the Hoppo. That's right before he got beat up by Miss Sophia. That goes to show you that we need to go back and watch The Color Purple.
My friends wanted to do this girls trip this weekend to Austin, but I have some things that I need to do, so I couldn't go. Business over pleasure type thing, you know?
Or if you're on OnlyFans, business is pleasure.
Ugh. So, Ken,
What's happening?
let's talk more relationship things on our relationship
Let's
segment.
talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that we see. Let's talk about sex.
I thought you was about to sing the Pretty Ricky song.
Listen, because I tried to talk with that shit in my mouth. Listen, I'm old, so I don't really do the new stuff. I really Pretty Ricky. That's only part of the song I know. Well, wait. Hold on.
You just pretty much sung
Pretty
it.
Ricky. Give me the line up there to do Pretty Ricky.
It's 5 in the morning.
It's 5 in the morning.
Wow.
Boy, I was all of 24, 25. That was over 10 years ago.
And you said you don't do the newer stuff. Okay.
I don't know the song, but I need somebody to come help me with this hookah.
See, now everybody posting about the Black Panther, man.
Damn! Man, that was our first breaking news during a podcast.
No, it wasn't.
What other breaking news we had?
Other stuff.
Bro, shut up and quit. Just, Jesus, let us live. Give me something controversial in relationships to rant about.
Okay. Someone says that if their wife or girlfriend got pregnant, that they would not have sex with them because out of fear of hurting the baby.
Let me tell you something. Ain't no goddamn way you can reach that baby. I don't care if you a slong dong, you're not going to reach that baby. Just chill out. Polygamy. Chris wants to talk about polygamy. I'm all for it.
So am I. There's nothing like having 2 husbands.
I believe women do that for a wow factor to say that they'll date 2 men at the same time.
I wouldn't date 2 men. One would be a housekeeper, and the other would be the one that takes me out.
So you want an indentured servant?
Kind of.
I'm gonna do a poll. How many women in here would have 2 husbands? Like literally, would they go out and seek out 2 husbands in 2020?
That's right, Chris. I ain't sharing shit either, but y'all can share. Well, I'm trying to find something, but everything that I'm scrolling past is Chadwick Boseman. You know, he did say that it got kind of aggravating with doing the Wakanda Forever thing, and people used to aggravate him all the time about that, and that's pretty sad.
But see, that goes back to Gary Coleman and Jimmy Walker with Dynamite, and what you talking about, Willis, and
Hmm.
even Steve Urkel. Then I ain't do that, bruh. Your mama, bruh.
Hmm.
That's your mother.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Joy just threw up in her mouth and swallowed it.
No, I mean, you know, my daddy ain't a spring chicken no more.
No comment. No comment. Julie said she would have 2 husbands. Oh my God. I
I think.
can't take this.
Okay, so here's the thing.
You
I
gonna
think
take my
all women.
word?
I think all women would have two husbands, but we would never agree to be the other wife unless it was traditional, like Africa or something like
Right,
that.
right, 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 right. I need one that can cook.
See, that's what I'm saying. One could be up in here cooking and cleaning, you know, doing the laundry, going get groceries,
Here's the
you
thing.
know,
I'm gonna speak
fixing
for men.
stuff.
Y'all want to get the men to do what you want them to do. You want them to be able to be honeydew. You want to make a honeydew list and get them to take care of tasks while you do whatever you're gonna do, career driven or just chill. You know what I'm saying? But men, on the other hand, see, people think when men want multiple women, they want to be players, they want to for status and things of that nature. But deep down inside, we may just love 2 women.
No, I never said I was going to love one of these husbands.
But no, that's what polygamy is. If we go polygamy, this, that, and other. Now, if you want to be a pimp, that's a whole nother story.
No, they would be for me. That doesn't mean I have to love them.
She said, for me, so you're going to own them?
Pretty much.
Man, moving on.
Let's see. 50 Cent believes he can never be canceled. How do you feel about that? Because he's been
Shit.
canceled in my book.
Anybody can be canceled. You just have to. Here's the thing: the things that 50 Cent do and his antics is what got him in the game, and then it became funny because low key, 50 Cent is like low key a comedian in the antics that he does. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're like, what is 50 Cent gonna do next? So
50 Cent aggravates
he
me. I don't know what he wants to
he
do
can
next.
be canceled. No. Speaking of music, and let me get some ice for my drink. Speaking of music and things that are going on. Okay, so let me get some ice, and then I'm gonna come back with this. And I'm busy.
Hurry up and don't lose the volume this time. Anyway, I can't stand 50 Cent. He is one of the ones that thinks he can do no wrong. He is one of those people that thinks he can say whatever he wants without consequence. And then on top of that, when he's checked for it, he feels some type of way, and he's just an overall bully. So that's my
Julie
thoughts
said
on
50
50
Cent's
Cent.
funny, but I mean he's cashed in on his bulliness. But no, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this and what we need to be talking about in the culture. I don't know why we missed this in the early. This could be a whole nother hour. But Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. Now, everyone knows the story where Tory Lanez, singer-songwriter, rapper, was out with Kylie, with them damn Kardashians, and with Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know if they were together. This is speculation that they were together, but they were together like they were on a date, but they got into a verbal altercation, may have gotten physical, and Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion. Now, when the story came out, everybody was saying like, "Damn, what the fuck happened? What happened? What happened? What happened?" But then everyone took a step back and said, "Why the fuck did he shoot her?" You know what I'm saying? So then Meg was the butt of jokes because she's a bigger woman, not bigger, but she's a taller woman, and she is, you know,
Tory Lanez is 5'3". I'm
go.
taller than him.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? And he's frail. And he shot her. And she was the butt of jokes, and she had to go on social media, and her one post was, "You don't know what I'm going through. I'm traumatized. I've been shot by a person that I was with, and this, that, and the other." And then she goes on another post, and she goes and says, "Even through all this, I still try to protect him and what he had going on because I know how hard it is for Black men." You know what I'm saying? But that just goes to speak to Black women on how they're always on the front line and protecting us. You know what I'm saying? And
Can I explain the story a little bit better than what you're doing?
Go ahead. Because I'm empowering women, and
I'm empowering women as well. Because for one, the only time the rumors were about her possibly putting her hands on him or escalating the situation to where she deserved to get shot was from his people.
I never heard
put that false narrative out. Because they're trying to spin it to make it seem like he wasn't as wrong as he was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
He was wrong.
And that's when she came out with the second one, like, I protected him even after this and this, that, and the other. So it was like, fuck Tory Lanez. Then I saw Bun B came to her defense, said, fuck Tory Lanez, fuck that fuck nigga. T.I. came and said, man, you got to get this shit right. Boosie wanted to speak on it, but Boosie already has been in trouble for things that he said because he's very candid in what he says. Being from Louisiana, you have to understand Boosie, but I do understand him not speaking on this because he said he fucks with both of them. He doesn't have the full story, and he doesn't want to feel like he's taking a side, but it's fucked up. He acknowledged that it's fucked up.
So basically what she was saying was that after the shooting happened, she was already out of the vehicle. She got shot in the feet.
Foot.
The cops were called. It was her best friend. Kylie Jenner was at her house. She wasn't there on the scene. Mm-hmm. And Tory Lanez and his bodyguard. So there's 4 people in the car, right? There's guns in the car because, of course, the bodyguard has one. Tory Lanez has one, and he's not supposed to, but he had one. She was already out of the car. She said that they were arguing, whatever happened. She got out, and she was going to walk back to her place. They were not that far. She was just going to either walk back, call an Uber or something. She just wanted to get out of there. She got shot. The police came. Helicopters came. She's bleeding. They're surrounding them, treating them all like suspects. And even though she's bleeding, she was still being treated that way as well, making her put her hands up and get on the ground and all kinds of stuff. And she said,
wasn't she handcuffed?
I believe so. But what happened was that she wasn't talking. She did not want to say who did what. She just says that I'm just the victim, and I was shot intentionally by someone who was trying to hurt me, right? She said she did this to protect Tory Lanez because they're all Black. The police comes rolling around and finds out that they have guns in the vehicles. What do you think is going to happen? They all would get shot up, or get into more trouble than what she already expected them to be in. You know what I'm saying? So even when she gets to the hospital and the doctors are talking to her, she's thinking that they're the police. She still is not trying to say anything. She said, the reason why I came out to say that it was Tory Lanez that shot me, and he did it intentionally, was because of the fact that his publicist and his team was trying to spin a false narrative that I did something to him to deserve to be shot, after I've tried protecting him over and over again.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It's just fucked up. It's really, really, really fucked up. Because it's just really. I thought somebody was making a joke because somebody had Thanos. That's not Thanos. Bro. I thought somebody had Thanos on some Black Panther shit. I was about to get pissed off. But
Stay
academic.
off of social media while you're on this podcast, please.
No,
Unless you're looking for a story.
I was trying to get somebody over here. I'm trying to get our view. We got 6 now. We had up to 17 at one point. But
Okay.
it's just why? It's just that goes back to what I was saying earlier. We be so caught up in bullshit that we can't even get our shit together.
I think honestly that's their business and that nobody should be worried about it anyway. As long as Meg is okay, she's fine. She
But
got
the
out
thing
without
is,
any
before
major
we
injuries.
before we get the story this that, and the other, we got fucking jokes and memes. You know what I'm saying? We got jokes
Yeah.
and memes. You know, you're side shaming her and this, that, and the other. She's got a #1 song out right now, and she's been shot, and it's a motherfucking joke. What if he would have killed her? What would you say then?
My thing
You know
is
what I'm
that
saying?
there should never be any type of justification for a man to pull a gun out on a woman unless she's holding him at gunpoint first and threatening his
Nobody
life.
was even talking about that part though. Nobody was talking about that part. It was like it was passing news. It was just passing news. But it's just so fucking dumb, bro. We can be the culture. I'm not going to say us. The culture can be so fucking stupid. Everybody wants to be the first to report some shit. Everybody want to be the first with the motherfucking joke. Everybody want to be first with the goddamn memes and shit. But I'm like, man, that shit corny. And like Julie say, I would say that shit trash.
Yeah.
Like, I always say this. I was thinking about this the other day. Everybody, here's the thing. People may think I'm a thug and I'm this and I'm that. And
Nobody
I'm big
thinks
and I
you're a
put my
thug,
hands
kid.
on people. No, but I'm just saying, people think I put my hands on people, this, that, and the other. But I'm like, I would not, if I'm not provoked, I would not do that or whatever. But I'm talking about, I said that to say, all these motherfuckers, killers, shooters, gangsters, this, that, and the other. Why ain't nobody whooping his ass? You in this circle, why y'all not whooping his ass? See, because we can't go back, we can't, but see, that's the catch-22 when you can't toxic masculinity. You're in the catch-22 because if I we're gonna go to Terry Crews on his dumbass tweet too.
Now hold on. Let's acknowledge what Julie said. Now, Julie, I agree. At first, they want to be all in her business, all in her business. What happened? What happened? Who shot you? Who was there? What happened? What happened? And then now that she finally speaks her truth, now she's a snitch.
Man, fuck all that. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't really condone disrespect. I don't really condone. See, my thing is this. My masculinity is different. It's because when you when nigga doing some bitch shit, I'll call it, man, that's some pussy ass shit, bro. I'm that type of person. Where are those guys at? You know what I'm saying? Even like if a dude getting aggressive with a little chick, ain't none of my business, man. But I'm the type of man, chill out with all that, bro. And if you want to get stupid with me, now we can. We can talk if you want to get stupid with me. But thing is, no, man, because it'll come up. I've been in situations where a dude getting aggressive with a woman. I'll be like, man, what's going on, bro? What you doing, bro? Man, she doing this, that, and the other. She this, that, and the other. I said, man, calm down, bro. Walk away, go away. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that or whatever. But the thing is, a pussy will know a real man. See, I want to talk vernacular, but I don't even want to put those types of words out there. But a pussy will see a real man and just be plea bargaining and shit like that. But no, you plea bargaining, but you was just really aggressive with this woman who can't defend herself. Well, she can defend herself, but you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, if somebody was getting at you, I have all confidence that you can handle your business and defend yourself. But at the end of the day, it's still a man being aggressive with a woman, and I will step in. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you're weak or anything like that, but it's just like, why? Like,
well, it's because a woman can't never fight a man unless she's a trained boxer. You know what I'm saying? You can't just walk up.
Women on the street knock dudes out. I seen the video of that.
Okay, and that may be the
this
case,
little
but
girl knocked this dude cold.
True, but that may be the case for some women, but you can't just walk up to a man on the street and just expect to beat his ass, especially if he's being very aggressive.
True.
Well, Dwayne, if she took the side of her abuser, then you did the best that you could. Sometimes you can only do the best as you can to help the situation.
But it'd be so crazy because I've seen situations to where, but it goes back to
Yeah, Julie.
I'm thinking about something else, but it's just like the power of the black woman and the marginalization of them when it becomes dealing with black men and black women relations, and it is sometimes women can be what I've seen and what we've been groomed and programmed is women don't need men type shit. And
It's not necessarily that. I think honestly, it's more or less men don't know what they want. Because a lot of men will say,
well,
"I don't want a weak woman.
we can't be
I don't
saying
want.
we
I
can't
don't want to."
those are boys over 18.
Well, let me just say, a lot of men will say, "I don't want a weak woman." A lot of men will say, "I don't want a non-ambitious woman who doesn't have anything going for herself. I don't want a woman who's not independent. I don't want a woman this. I don't want a woman that." But then she can't talk back. She can't be strong-minded. She got to listen to me. She got to cook, clean, work, do all of that shit. Like y'all don't know what y'all want. Like you want me to be a strong, independent woman, then what are you bringing to the table?
Yeah,
Because
but
half of these niggas out here ain't even got no jobs and want to talk about, I want a woman with all her own stuff. Same thing goes for women. I want a man with all his own stuff. What are you bringing to the table as well?
right, but it's just that's the program, and it's just like sometimes people just be regurgitating what they hear in a sound bite. You know what I'm saying?
But it's ignorance though. Because I'm not going to pretend to be a strong-willed woman, independent, has my own mind, has my goals, has my dreams, has all of my aspirations, and then still know how to do supposedly what they label as womanly things like cook and keep a clean house and keep yourself up and all this stuff like that. But then when it comes to you being disrespectful towards me, I'm supposed to back down. But you wanted a strong woman, right? I'm going to speak my opinion just as you're going to speak yours. And we're going to come to some type of agreement. Now, men can't handle that because it's like, well, you my woman. And, a lot of people, men, boys, whatever you want to call it, don't see women as equal in the beginning anyway. So I feel like Tory Lanez has that particular mentality and mindset to where he feels like a woman is supposed to do what I want her to do. Yeah, she can be independent. She could be Meg motherfucking the Stallion and have a whole rap career at #1 singles and be this big, beautiful woman. But then when we get in an argument, I have the right to shoot her in the foot.
I'm trying to figure out why the gun came out.
Probably was losing the argument.
And people lose arguments every day.
Like you got to know what you want. You can't want it all and then not be able to handle it all. That's all I'm saying. He wanted Meg and he couldn't handle Meg. So he felt the need to pull out a gun.
Why shoot it though, man? Even when it comes to here's the thing though, on his resume, got him shooting a woman. Like,
but you have to understand that wasn't his first.
If a man roll up on you, what you gonna do then?
That wasn't his first accusation of domestic assault on a woman.
Expound. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, he has, he has been accused before.
Yeah.
By some women that he was in relationships with.
It can get lost. It can be, and sometimes bad habits are hard to break. I mean, I've seen couples in relationships because I've been single for some time, but I mean, I'm not the best boyfriend. I wasn't the best husband, but it's just I've never had a problem with my words. And I would much rather talk some shit out than go violent. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you just got to be able to talk to somebody, man. If you got to walk away and then come back, or even if you don't come back to it a month later, man, remember, like, you know what, though? And you like, Joy, I'll tell you. we'll be talking. You'll say something, and I'll be like, man, Joy, you hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
not saying you do it all the time, but if you do say something and I've joked too far with you, you joke too far with me, and I just, man, you hurt. I'm man enough to say, that hurt my feelings, or I didn't like that, or I didn't care for what you said, or could you explain what you meant by that? You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of times what it is people's pride and ego are too big for their heads. And I think that a lot of times people don't know how to take an
Fragile
L.
male ego.
Not just that, but women too. Sometimes just people in general, they don't understand or they don't know how to take an L. Like if you have an argument with someone and you know that you're wrong and you refuse to apologize or you refuse to take responsibility, then what's the point in even communicating with you? If you know you did something and we're talking about this in a relationship and we're trying to work this out and you refuse to admit that you were wrong in the situation, then there's no point of even talking about it. You got to know how to take L sometimes. Learn how to apologize and accept it. And then on the other hand is that if the person accepts your apology and say that we've talked about this, we're good now, I get it, you said you're sorry, we're going to move forward, move past, don't bring that shit up later either. You said you
True.
accepted my apology.
I
Don't do
say that
that.
all the time. If we've talked about it, if we passed it,
Exactly.
just let
So
it be.
people got to learn how to take their L's and they got to learn how to accept situations that they said that they're good with. If you're not 100% good with it, then say that.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying.
The whole situation just weird, but I'm glad Bun B, T.I., Boosie attempted to. I don't know anyone else who attempted to, but I applaud them for doing it because it was like, and I can say sometimes you get caught up in the code and shit like that, and it's just like, man, fuck that code. Like the code is fucked up. Like you wanna abide by the code when it's convenient for you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get into some trouble, people get talking and telling and this, that, and the other. But then if it's none of your business, I ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Or this whole snitching ass rule. Just ridiculous, man. I just really be looking
Right.
at people like I've never claimed to be like the hardest. I've never claimed to be like a thug, but I'm a man's man, and you're gonna respect me as such. And I'll give you that same respect if you show that you deserve it. Everybody don't deserve that respect. Sometimes you gotta kind of handle somebody a certain type of way because of the way they acting. I'm talking men on men men on men interactions. You know what I'm saying? But you just, you see them, but even when you see a guy acting out, you walk up on the scene, you just look, and they just, okay, what's up, big brother? Yeah, do that when I'm not around.
Yeah. It's just we have to teach each other better. Even if you're not raising a child, whether it's a male child or a female child, you know, you just have to bring them up right. But even our peers, sometimes you have to put them up on game and sometimes you have to teach them because they might have
You
that
gotta teach them.
cycle.
Sometimes you gotta check them.
That, well, you know what I'm trying to say. You got to
Hmm.
be like, look, you were wrong. This is not how you're supposed to do things. And then they can learn from that too. It's like
Yeah.
until we start being responsible for each other, then I don't see, like you said, with the whole, Black Lives Matter movements and supporting black businesses and, just us moving forward as a people, people of color, it won't make sense until we have the ability to be able to check each other and teach each other. You see a single mother and she don't have no man in the household and she has 4 boys, then I mean, it's okay for you to kind of step in and not just play the fatherly role, but to at least keep an eye on them and put them up on game, making sure that they're all right.
True. But then
you know
I can say Dwayne made a point. I mean, it's a very very valid point. He goes, where we come from plays a big role in who we are.
that's
Yes,
very true.
but it's false too.
It is. It plays into the role of your ego because nobody from their city want to be known as the bitch of the city or the punk of the city or, oh yeah, I check them over something and they ain't even say nothing, or
But see, we both from Louisiana. We know what you mean when you say punk, but a lot of people from here, like they punk here is a misfit teen or a mischievous teen. A punk in Louisiana is somebody who pussy, do pussy ass shit, or it could be homosexual. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many different derivatives when she says punk. I'm just translating for you.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we ain't talking about somebody being childish. We just talking about somebody doing some bitch ass shit.
Right. So it just, you don't ever want to be labeled that in your city. So of course, being from Louisiana, you're gonna do everything you can to prove that, hey, I'm a man out here, or I'm a woman
But
out
you don't
here.
have
You
to
know what
do
I'm
you
saying?
really, but the thing is this.
You don't.
You don't have
It's
you
just
don't have to
it's
do
just the
that.
mentality. It's just the
Right.
mentality.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just I try to tell people like, but then again, if you go like if you saw me where I came from, like what the hood I grew up in, and the hood like it's different. I grew up in the hood, then I was raised in another. So if I showed
Oh,
you
so you a suburb baby.
no, not at all.
Y'all, Ken be trying to stun on me every day, all day, talking about you live in the rich part of town, you this, you that, and he grew up in the whole suburbs.
What's your zip code? No, I didn't grow up in a zip code. 3830 Tuscarora, Google it, Dixie, Darkside, and Glen Oaks raised me. That's
See
where I'm from.
that?
I
Now you just proved my
keep my
point with that
trees up.
ego shit. What's
No,
wrong with being raised in the suburbs?
it's not because you know what though? It be them suburb dudes that don't have to be like not necessarily people like me, but they don't. I've seen the suburbs to where I told you where I was dating this girl and her mom was a state representative for Louisiana. Brought me in her house, and I'm sitting there like scared to touch, scared to sit on shit. Her mom was out of town doing state representative shit, and she's basically there by herself. Had hundreds of dollars for bills on the tape on the refrigerator. I saw it was a roll of hundred. I saw it, and then she goes, "Oh, my cousin's having a birthday party. Let's go over here." So we're in a certain part of town. So then we make two rights. Like it looked like where we was at, it looked like it was about to rain. And we went 2 streets over. Sun out, bird chirping, grass green as a motherfucker. House as big as a motherfucker. Her cousins drove up in a BMW, pants sagging to their knees. Like, bro, why are you like this? I said, I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there because these dudes only have to live this life. And I'm coming, I had long hair, I had a Bob Marley t-shirt on, and I was sagging, not like them. I was sagging, but I wasn't like them. But I'm sitting there like, bro, you ain't even got you pulled up in a BMW, dog. I don't even have a car. She came and picked me up.
They want to make it look like they had drug money.
She picked me up in a Volvo. She used to get so mad when I told her. I was like, I never rode in a Volvo before. Man, this is something. I'm like, she's like, it's just a Volvo. I'm like, bro, Volvo don't ride in my hood. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even the top of the line Volvo, but I had never been in a Volvo before.
Volvos are good cars.
But that's just how we were disconnected from each other to where I was enamored by the car that she drove. It was a Volvo. And I'm like, bro, I'm in a Volvo right now. You know what I'm saying? My dream car was a Isuzu Rodeo. That's what the fuck I wanted to buy. And I was in them car booking for like $1,200 and I could not afford that. My first car was an 89 Honda Civic with 200,000 miles on it. Gunmetal silver because all the paint had been weathered off that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what I bought.
My first car was a 1992 Mitsubishi Mirage. It was candy apple red.
That's a little. I can't get in that motherfucker. I'm big as that car.
Right. It was a hoopty, but hey, I put some speakers in that thing and it was bumping. And I got me some good hubcaps.
Right.
But Dwayne, I see what you're saying. We base our principles on what we see, which is very true. You know, growing up in the city where I grew up in, you know, you've seen a lot of things, and I've learned a lot of things from that. But it can also teach you how to be and how not to be as well. And so that's where I get some of my principles from. Like I'll admit, and my mom can attest to this. I had a hard head. I did some things, that I had to learn from. You got to bump your head before you know it hurt. That's all I'm saying.
True.
But yeah, sometimes
I
we
just
see things, and Dwayne says sometimes we see things and perceive it as being 100, but in reality, it's not the case. That's 100.
right.
That's
I
true.
don't know. It's just like I don't mind being. I don't mind standing out. I don't mind my friends saying, "Man, you this, you that." I'm like I'm just like you, but I just see things in it on the. I think on the left side of my brain. You're not gonna you're not gonna disrespect me, and I'm not gonna disrespect you. That's all I want.
Yep. So,
True. That is true, Dwayne.
yeah, that's true. Same thing with women, I've seen some scandalous people, scammers, all kinds of shit growing up, but looking at it
You know
now,
what's
it's
so
like,
crazy? You know what's so crazy about women who try to scam and try to finesse? It's like women who date for meals. It's just like maybe I might call you because I don't want to eat. I'm going to use you for an example. Just say, let's put yourself in a scammer's role, and I just call you and I go, "Hey, Joy, you want to go get something to eat?" You know what I'm saying?
oh, your number would already been saved under free
Right,
dinner.
right. But the thing about what's so funny about that? You're not even finessing me. I was gonna eat that meal regardless. I just didn't want to eat it alone. And your actions will
True.
show me not to ever invite you again.
True.
You'll get one meal out of me. You might get 5 meals out of me, but just know I'm gonna call you just so don't eat without me. Make you feel good that you finessing me, but the meal was gonna be eaten regardless.
Yeah. True that. I feel like,
Hey guys.
you know,
Oh, I was about to wrap it up.
oh, I was gonna say women who try to finesse and scam just goes to show that will, they don't have the heart, they don't have the ambition or drive to, strap up their boots and go get it on their own. That's it. They don't want to
Right.
do it.
That's right.
I've never been
But
scared of
hey,
hard work
guys,
ever in my life, and I get that from my
I know
dad.
you want true. And your mom. Look, this has been another eventful uh technical issue having episode. It would be us with that technical issue. We've been cut off. We've been blocked from YouTube. We've had streaming apparatuses that just fell on us all together. But we're trying to get this content out. Dwayne Riley, thanks for rolling with us. Anyone there? Julie, Kirby,
Thank you
JoJo,
so much to our Patreons.
Amelia, everybody.
Patreons, thank you so very much.
I got you, D. Riley. Hey, just go subscribe and hit that bell, and it'll notify you. You'll get an email right when you hit that bell button, man.
Don't
But I
forget to
got
hit
you,
up,
though.
what's his name for the hookah? Go ahead and shout him out with Smokers Galaxy.
Smokers Galaxy. If you're in the San Antonio Northwest UTSA area, right next to the Church's Chicken, Taco
Pizza Hut,
Bell,
Taco Bell.
and Pizza Hut. Smokers Galaxy. Go holler at my boy T. He looked just like us. This was a sponsored, non-sponsored episode by Smokers Galaxy, 1604 in Babcock. Good people over there. All your tobacco products. And if you do the illicit stuff, they have had a whole humidor for the cigar. Nice, clean, very well kept shop. Smokers Galaxy, 1604 in Babcock, Northwest UTSA area. Check them out right next to the Pizza Hut. And
Yes, and also, can we finish with promotions, please? And then I'll let you close it out. Thank you. Also, check me out on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/The Lazy Cajun. I will be on there playing all of the fun retro games and scary games. I will also be multi-streaming with a friend, and you can watch us play against each other. I think we're gonna do Friday the 13th coming up next. So if you want to see us scream and run from Jason, and get slashed, then join. Also, thank you so much to our Patreons. I know we haven't been putting out as much content as we would hope to desire to put out, but thank you guys so much for sticking with us, like Ken said, through everything. Also, make sure you like, share, subscribe, bang that bell so you know when we go live, and take us out, Ken. Oh,
Hey, D.
also hit
Riley.
up Ken.
What?
Also hit up Ken for his merch. Show him what you got, Ken.
Yeah, I got merchandise. I'm doing my little thing. I got these coming in. These come in every week. You know what I'm saying? Got a real good price. I ship nationwide. Also, I don't want to take them out of the case, but I also have, I'm going into, sunglasses and things like that. That's right. How y'all do on things with the hand behind it? I got sunglasses. You can't really see them, but they're very nice. If you go to my,
Sunglasses are fire. Let me tell you,
hey,
fire. The tints on them things, fire. You looking,
KMP
ladies?
on
You want to
Instagram,
get fly? Get you a pair of
on
these.
Instagram, KMP Apparel and Accessories on Instagram, K_P Accessories, Apparel and Accessories on Instagram. You can check me out on Facebook at Kendrick Mr. Barrels Pool. We got another seafood season coming up. I'm trying to get some things worked out with my menu. Gonna be rocking with that. And
I need some crab legs.
I got you. I'm trying to work on that too. But Riley, to answer your question, we're gonna get you on the show. I'm gonna hit you on the side right after we done, man. Thank you for sticking out with us. It was on Facebook and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hit you when we get done with this. Thanks for tagging everybody from our FEMA days. You know what I'm saying? We was out there on their yard, but this has been
And
another
Julie, you gonna be
episode.
on the show too, so I don't want
Julie,
to hear
yes,
it.
we need you on the show. You might have to interrupt, Julie.
I don't want to hear it, Julie. I will not take no for an
Bro,
answer.
she's a great producer. I love Julie with the stories in it. We gotta get my brother on too because he broke the news on the Chadwick Boseman while we were online. But this has been another episode of Maybe I'm Tripping with Big Ken.
And Joy of the Queen. I would wave, but I'm cold. I don't feel like taking my snuggie off. Saints all day,
Hey,
baby.
all day. Who that, baby? Thank you
Who
for
that
joining
nation?
us on these 2 episodes. We love you. Hey, Patreon, if you watch it later on, I'm working on things to get out to you guys. I'm probably going to send something in the Patreon as a messenger to get some information and send you guys some things. Just hold tight. This is going to be in the very, 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 very near future because I got merchandise. I can just do my thing. I am the owner, operator, and sole proprietor of
Why don't you
KMP
give
Apparel.
why don't you put a promo code in the Patreon?
When I learn how to do it, I will. You guys have a great night. Peace.
Bye, guys.